Welcome to the Pro Football Show presented by the Chevy Silverado, the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. And I had to make Logan in the production room go ahead and roll the intro because the shit talking had already started between you guys. So I know it's about to start. Why don't you guys just go ahead and talk about it?
Well,
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
It's not shit talking.
It's not shit talking.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
You won. What?
You were trying to.
Well, it's a little more than that. Your guy blew the game.
No,
Your guy.
no, he didn't blow it. It's not like your guy played lights out.
Well, no. But your guy blew the game.
My guy lost.
I lost you. Did he do that on purpose?
Probably. Deion tried
I can hear you, Deion.
Deion tried to text me right before kickoff being like, hey, you still got time to switch. I'm like, okay, great. Hell to the nah. I sent you the hell to the nah video.
No. That was good.
Wait,
yes.
You cut out. Your guy, I didn't hear what you said. Your guy blew the game.
My guy lost. They lost.
He threw a pick six that blew them the game.
They were going to lose anyway.
Oh.
That was the worst. That was some of the worst offensive productivity I've ever seen. Not just my guy, the play calling, the timing of the plays, the setting up of the plays. It was horrible. They got to do something all season. They got to.
Yeah, it was interesting in our group text that you sent a bunch of stats and then said your phone got disconnected and just didn't answer for the rest of the night. So I give you credit for that.
You were dragged across the internet. Your entire reputation is in tatters.
Oh, my reputation.
You were made a fool. And our number one debate that we had the entire year ended definitively in a big fat L for you.
No, we lost. It's not like your guy played a great game. He didn't play a great game. He missed a lot of throws.
Let me tell you this.
Dan, so you're going to sit there. Dan, you're going to sit there and not
No,
say
he didn't play great, but your guy blew the game.
Breeze blew the game. So, no, Breeze blew the game. My guy.
That's your guy, too.
Yeah, you picked the Saints. I told you he was a million years old. And wait. So that was the number one debate. Let's talk about the number two debate. Remember?
See Drew Brees throw 3 picks. Nobody's seen that.
He can't throw the ball more than 5 yards.
I saw it coming. I bet on the Bucs.
He looked old.
He threw well all year long.
No, he didn't.
This was garbage. He cannot retire on that.
Yeah,
I cannot. He can. No, he can't. He can't leave me with that thought saying, "Yeah, that's the way I'm going to remember him."
Deion,
no, he can't do that.
Did you go before this show and just sit in front of a mirror and give yourself a pep talk and be like, "Don't give in"?
No.
Like, refuse to admit that I've been wrong about everything this year.
Like
Deion's the best.
That's what y'all did all year long.
But listen, the Drew Brees was a debate we had all year. Dan and I were like, he's old, he can't throw. You're like, no, he's a champ, I'll take him. And then Lamar Jackson got teeth kicked in by Josh Allen, like I told you all year.
And let's throw another one out there, Deion. 3 weeks ago, you said Baker Mayfield might not be the starter for the Browns next year. He was awesome in that
I'd rather
game.
Baker Mayfield than Lamar Jackson.
They're keeping track over here, Deion.
I don't know. Oh, since we keeping track, put my picks up there for the darn year since we know football.
Playoffs.
I will say,
not only that, but I have an asterisk.
For the playoffs.
I have an asterisk.
For the playoffs, Dave is in the lead.
If I weren't biased, I would have, because I picked the Bears and then I pick against the Packers. And so, I have 2 extra losses.
The only thing that matters is playoff football, and I'm in first place in the playoffs.
He is. He's 7-3.
I wish I had known that.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters.
Sorry, you're good at picking garbage games. You're good, great Deion. You can pick the Packers to beat the fucking Jets. You're good for you.
I'm gonna win this. I'm down by 1, and I'm still gonna win this. Because your heart is gonna get involved. Your heart is gonna get involved. Like Dan Hart's always get involved.
How's my heart gonna be involved? Then what?
Well, I know how it's going to because it's going to be.
You're going to take break right now.
Yeah, it's going to be the NFC Championship.
Who am I going to take?
Well, it's your best friend game.
I have dueling best friends.
Yeah,
there's
dueling
nothing
best friends.
There's no
You've
heart.
got the Bucs, the Packers. I mean, you're going to have to pick who's your better best friend at this point.
Well, how about 6 rings? I got 6 rings.
I do.
That don't have nothing to do with nothing.
I do.
I got 6 rings.
Yeah, I do.
Now, Deion, I agree with you on this. He so quickly threw Tom Brady in the trash.
I didn't throw him in the trash.
God.
I developed a new relationship. I have a new relationship. I got to go get my phone right now. He said, after the game, he texted me. He literally said, hey, best friend.
No,
Aaron Rodgers did?
You didn't develop
he's gonna go.
relationship. You got a quickie.
All right,
I mean,
I
he's-
don't want to see it.
No, I mean,
Bro.
did he actually really
Yes.
do
You got
that?
a quickie.
He
This is
DM'd
not a
you or he
relationship.
texted you?
He texted
Sure.
me,
Quickie.
"Hi, best friend."
Quickie. That's called a
Has
quickie.
Tom Brady said anything to you since then?
Tom Brady, after they won round 1, DM'd me.
Oh, okay.
And he said, "Congrats on the fun. You're doing great." I said, "Great win, Tommy."
So last week you were DMing with Aaron Rodgers. You've upgraded to texting now.
No, me and Aaron are text now.
Okay, text relationship. So,
Disgusting.
It's weird that just all of a sudden after 20 years you're better friends with Aaron Rodgers. But you have to. I mean, you did say that.
Right now, life and relationships are always fluid.
That is true. It's a very good point, Dave.
Yours is really fluid.
Yeah, they're fluid.
Very good point. So when we look at this NFC Championship game, Tampa Bay at Green Bay. Now the Bucks beat the Packers earlier in the season, but Aaron Rodgers is playing absolutely out of his mind.
Well, he's been very good since we've become best friends.
That's exactly
He's-
what it
Aaron
is.
Rodgers.
And by the way, how about this stat?
Oh, let's
3
hear it.
NFL quarterbacks, only 3 have donated to the Barstool Fund. They're all still playing. That's like the most amazing stat of all time.
It is. Do you think
Has
Patrick
Chad
Mahomes?
Henne
Yeah.
donated?
Chad Henne has not.
Let's
Patrick
get
Mahomes
Chad
hasn't
Henne
either?
donating. Michigan man.
Big arm.
Yeah.
Huge arm. Him and Ryan Mallett, 2 biggest arms to ever come out of Ann Arbor.
So, Deion, you mentioned this earlier. Drew Brees had a really bad game last week. Tom Brady got it done. What do you think about Brady Rodgers for like the billionth time?
Just when you think
Is
Tom
it the
Brady
billionth
can't
time?
do
I feel like
anything.
they haven't played
It
that
is.
much.
It feels like they just.
But when you think Tom Brady can't do anything to improve his status of incredibility, he does it. I didn't think he could do anything to go up a level. He did it. You know how he did it? He got a team that no one expected to go this far.
But that's not true. That is not true.
It is true.
This
It is true.
they are right where I thought they'd be. If he wins this game, then it's the elevation and that you didn't think was
You
possible.
did not think they would be in a championship game.
I'm not
There's
surprised
no way
by
you thought
that. I'm not surprised by
I'm
that.
not surprised, but you didn't think that. If someone would have asked you that in August, you'd have said, "Ain't no way they's going to."
No, that's not
win
true.
some
That's
games."
But it's because of Tom Brady.
Right.
I mean, the
It is
Bucks
'cause of
were
Tom
not a
Brady.
playoff
Totally.
team last year.
But I think Tom Brady's unbelievable.
Yes.
And they don't go get a 43-year-old to
Dan,
not be in the championship game.
You didn't think they would be in the championship game. Dan, don't even try it. If someone would have if you would have bet $1 on it, your last dollar, it's no way you would have put that last dollar on.
I'd be very curious to see what the preseason odds were. I think you're off. I think they're right where a lot of people thought if they go into beat Green Bay and beat Aaron Rodgers, then I'm going to be like the impossible happened. He elevated again. But this is, and this isn't a put down to Brady. He's the greatest of all time. So, I mean, I expected greatness from him because he's great. And I always said, I didn't think he ever looked done in New England. He always looked like he can play. He's the greatest of all time. So I expected this.
By the way, the odds were 14-1 for Tampa Bay before the season.
To win the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Yes.
So, I mean, that's
Okay.
probably like
Yeah.
the 4th or 5th team.
Right, so they're right where they want to be. I mean, I bet for them to win the Super Bowl, still they're about 10-1.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They're like 4 to 5 to 1.
So to beat Green Bay and then go beat the Chiefs, what people would think?
Let's see.
So, Deion, do you think
This
that
is only
this...
3.5. Yeah, 450. Plus 450 to win
I'm
the Super
listening.
Bowl.
Is there,
just listen, they're doing gambling
and what are the
talk right
Bills?
now, you know?
450?
325.
So they're the longest
You
shot.
and I can
Yes.
just have our own little conversation. So who
Deion, remember when you said Lamar Jackson was better than Josh Allen? He looked like a fool.
How do I look like a fool and one guy's team won and the others did?
'Cause-
It's not like neither one of them played great.
Well, your
Neither
guy
one
threw a
of them
pick
played
six
great.
that cost him the game.
My guy threw a pick
Okay.
six. Your guy missed a lot of people wide open.
Here's the
six.
question, Deion, which we started talking about in week 1, and it'll just end it right here. Who would you rather have, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson?
I'd rather have Josh Allen's team. How about that?
What a
I'd rather have
cop-out.
his
What a
team.
coward. What a coward
I'd rather have
answer.
his.
I
I
knew
think
he
I'm going to
wasn't
go
gonna
against the
actually
guy who
answer
won the
that.
MVP.
What a coward.
I think I'm going to go against the guy who has the
You're gonna
MVP.
you're gonna be 150 years old saying, I won an MVP back in the day. I mean, come on.
All right, let's get back to this game. Who are you taking, Brady or Rodgers, Deion?
This is tough, man. God, this is tough. This is tough. You know what? See, because I'm not going to shoot my shot. See, I'm only down by 1 right now. I'm not going to go desperate because we still have the Super Bowl to pick as well. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers at the crib. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers at the crib. I just think the consistency of that team, the defense of that team, the consistency is unbelievable. And these Florida boys are going to freeze. I hope to God that they're taking them up there by Thursday.
Yeah, but
they got to get there by Thursday.
Yeah,
they got to.
But, I mean, Tom Brady is one of the great cold weather quarterbacks of all time, so he's not going to be affected by it.
Yes, he has 10 other people on the field with him that are going to be freezing.
Gronkowski will be fine.
Have we heard from Gronk? Have we seen Gronk? Has anybody seen Gronk in at least 3 games?
That's
Gronk is my guy. I love
That's
Gronk.
actually why I feel
Gronk.
like he'll have a big game. Because he doesn't.
I hope he does. I love Gronk. I love me some Gronk. I think he's one of the best players / characters that has ever played this game. I love me some Gronk. This is going to be a good game. You know how I feel about AB.
Yeah, he didn't look 100% healthy, though. Is he going to be okay this weekend?
Yeah, he got dinged up.
Yeah. I'm hoping all of them do. I'm hoping all the receivers come to play, man. That's the only shot they're going to have. And they got to run the darn football as well.
Yeah, Dan, I'm going to go with you.
Playoff Lenny. I'm going to take the Bucs. I can't take the Packers. I'm going to take the
Bucs. The defense looked great. And Dave, best friend game. Are you sticking?
Battle of best friends. I'm going to go. So I take the best friends out of it and just go with who I like.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you're not.
Well, I am.
You're not taking the best friends out of it.
I am.
You're going with your newest best friend. Your newest best
I'm going
friend.
with the Packers.
Not the one who has 6 ranks.
Not
the one who gave 6
that has
ranks.
nothing to do with it. I'm going now with my brain because I have equal people pulling at my heartstrings. So I'm going to go with the Packers.
He's going with his shiny new thing. That's okay.
Here's what I'm going to say. Just the world works in weird ways. The fact that the Bucs could be the first team ever in the history of the NFL to host a Super Bowl at their home stadium with no fans, that seems like it's almost too perfect. For that to happen, right?
It would be crazy.
That's
what are they letting in for the Super Bowl?
I think
it should let everybody in.
Yeah.
Well, what you just said made me think about changing my pick. Because if there's anyone could pull this off and have a home game as a quarterback, it could be Tom. If there's anybody, I don't believe in that osmosis or whatever you're talking about, that the football gods, I believe in God, not football gods. If there's anybody that can do this, it's Tom.
I'm just saying, every time that there's a team that makes a run and they have it, remember when the Vikings made a little run, the Vikings, Saints had it happen. It's never happened. We always talk about it, so it would be perfect for it to happen when you can't even have fans in the stadium.
Before we move on from this game, Deion, as a head coach, did you see Bruce Arians said that he didn't think that Tom was ever allowed to actually do what he wanted to do in New England, and it's the first time he's ever gotten to actually call his own plays?
Bruce Arians a cocksucker.
Dude, Bruce Arians.
When did he say that?
Someone actually
needs
to check on Bruce Arians' mask because I don't think he's getting enough oxygen to his brain.
His
face is so red.
What an absolute asshole.
Yeah, he's such an asshole.
Dave says
he's
the
been an
stuff
asshole
that everyone wants to say. Dave says the stuff that you really want. Bruce Arians got to stop. He got to stop.
He's got to stop.
Wasn't he just against Tom several weeks ago?
Yes.
Blaming it on Tom. Come on, Bruce.
I like Bruce Arians.
I love Bruce because I love the Kangos. I love the Kangos. Any coach can pull off the Kango on the sideline. I love it. I love it.
I didn't hear him say that. What an asshole.
Yeah,
you think Tom Brady has had no input in fucking his entire... What are you talking about?
Yeah, he said that this is the first time he's really just gotten to do what he wants to do and that Bruce just likes to sit back and watch, which, like you said, Deion, earlier in the season, he was saying it was all Tom's fault. So this guy has no fucking clue what he's talking about. But I knew that would get you revved up.
I know guys that played with Tom, and Tom runs that offense from the line of scrimmage. So
that's just an absolute idiotic thing to say, that the greatest quarterback of all time had no say in the offense. Bruce Arians has got to... Fuck that guy.
Yeah, this is the same guy that also said he'd rather have Andrew Luck than Tom Brady. So it's not like he's been saying smart things all season. But yeah, Bruce Arians is an absolute buffoon. Absolute buffoon. All right, let's go to
that is funny.
Let's go to the AFC Championship game, the Bills at the Chiefs. Now, when we're recording this right now, we don't know if Patrick Mahomes is going to play.
He's going to play.
You think so?
Well, what is this line if he's going to play?
He's going to play.
He hasn't
then
cleared
why is the line
protocol
2.5?
I think it's 3 now.
But even still.
The Bills are good.
But there's also the rumor that he pulled something in his neck that could potentially keep him out even if he passes.
Well, it was strange because he didn't get hit in the head. I still don't understand how he got concussed.
There's some nerve or something back there, but we don't know. So it could be Chad Henne. It could be Patrick Mahomes.
It's going to be Patrick Mahomes.
It's got to be Mahomes. He's talking too much for it not to be Mahomes.
And the whole, Jay Glazer was talking on Sunday night being oh, it's just a neck thing. He's going to... They won't even give him a concussion protocol.
Listen, Brett Favre did come out today, though, and say they need to be really careful because of the visual. So if they play Patrick Mahomes, it could look really bad. Oh, yeah. Just so you know.
What visual?
The visual of how he looked like he was on Mars when he got hit.
You think Roger Goodell gives a fuck about visual?
Favre would fight anyone who would let him back in a game.
Okay, so let's assume Patrick Mahomes is playing. Let's assume he's playing. Dan, I will start with you with this game.
Taking the Bills.
Bills.
Bills across the board.
I said people got really mad at me because, I don't think this is a crazy statement, although this is actually, people aren't respecting the Bills. I said the Bills, it wouldn't shock me if the Bills were able to blow out the Chiefs. I'm not saying they are, but if they did, the Bills are really fucking good.
Yeah, that would shock me because I think Kansas City.
That would shock you? If they won by 10, that would shock you?
Yes.
I don't think so.
That would shock me. I think it's going to be close. I think Kansas City moves the ball. By the way, why is everyone getting so mad at me about that Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill's a hothead who was a bad pass, and people saying he was joking with his fucking core. He wasn't joking.
Not. That's why they cut away from it so fast.
No. What they have a real strange relationship. Because let me tell you why I know that to be true. It's no way that a coach at that level, especially that I know, would have reacted the way he reacted. He kind of shrugged it off. Now, every coach I know, if you didn't have that kind of relationship, it'd have been volatile. You'd have went right back at him right there. So, but you should never, as a coach, allow things to get that. Never. Up under no circumstance. You should never allow that to get that friendly. And Tyreek is not known for that. Okay? So that's why I know it was a relationship. No, he's not known for that. Because
he's known for being a hothead, isn't he? And not controlling his temper.
Fact.
Yeah, not that.
Well, that looked like he snapped and lost it. There was no joke there.
No, it was no joking. It was a relationship that I can go there with you. They don't know this, and the optics made it look 10 times worse than it was because the guy didn't even retaliate.
I agree with that.
Okay, look, you can always look at a person's eyes. Like if you push me, the way I look at you, have you lost the guy didn't even give you that. He just, that's just Tyreek. That's why I know is that type of relationship.
It just shouldn't have happened on national TV.
But the coach not looking back. Yeah, the coach not looking back de-escalated it and made it seem like that was at least somewhat routine, but that shouldn't be routine. That's the weird part.
Yeah, you can't be pushing coaches.
But you don't know, right? But our coaches here, you got to address them as coach, then their last name, not the first name. I tell our coaches, no grabbing, no wrestling with kids. You got to keep your mystique. You got to keep your prominence with a young man. That was bad optics whatsoever. It should have never happened. That's why I'm going with that for certain.
Deion, who are you going to pick in this game?
I want to thank those two for, I'm one game back, but Dan, I appreciate Dave. I appreciate you letting me back in with that.
Well, I've been saying the Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl since week 2. So, yeah,
but it's your heart. Your heart is playing a role in your defeat.
In my heart, my brain, because they're doing exactly what I said. They kicked the shit out of your team last week.
I think they did. They did. Not one guy. They did. Okay, yeah. I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. I just don't think they can deal with what all the Chiefs has to possess. It's no way that the defense of the Bills could stand with this if there's a healthy Mahomes. If there's not, it's going to be a problem. And I'm going to tell you something. Tyrann Mathieu, you better account for where he is at every moment because this kid is one of the best in the business, and he is the backbone of that darn defense. I cannot wait to see this game. I love it. I appreciate you guys picking the Bills.
You're welcome.
Well, Dan's been saying this all year, though, Deion. So, the Chiefs are barely beating teams.
They haven't covered it in 9 weeks.
I thought they were.
Does that make you worried?
I thought they were going to lose. I thought the way that game was shaken out that they were going to lose.
So that doesn't worry you.
They haven't covered it in 9 weeks. If the line is 2.5, and they don't cover that.
That's fair.
They win. Forget the cover. They're not bad. They win. Forget the cover. They have a Super Bowl at home.
Bills have not played their best game yet this playoffs. Bills have played Okay, but
they're waiting on.
Oh wait, but the Bills have also played the two best defenses in the AFC, the Colts and the Ravens, and they beat them both. This is going to be like swinging with a batting donut on and then playing against the Chiefs defense.
The Ravens was horrible. Let's just
Their
get that
defense
straight.
played well.
Your
I'm-
team.
Let me
That's
tell you
the
something.
Ravens are
When
your
the
team.
Kicker, no,
Yeah.
when the kicker missed 2 kicks, I got in the shower and I just took a shower.
And
It
you
was over.
disconnected
Justin-
your phone
Justin
like a
Tucker
wimp.
I
stunk.
did.
Like a wimp.
I did.
A little wimp.
But he let us
No,
know
I can
first.
take
He
a
let us
little
know
wimp.
he was
Hold on
disconnecting
there.
at first.
I just wanted a joke because I know the jokes was coming. I was just waiting on the jokes coming.
Yeah, at least he let us know.
So hilarious.
Okay, before we go, if you had to name an MVP right now, Deion, who would it be?
I'm still going with Derrick Henry, man. No one rushes for 2,000 yards. Everything else you see is normal. 2,000 yards is abnormal. I'm going with Derrick Henry.
Dave, I assume you're taking your best friend.
I can live with Henry, but if we're doing it now, including the playoffs, he got shut out in the playoff game, and my number 12, put on a great game, and he looks
Brady?
great. So,
Brady?
so I'm going with 12.
Brady? Which 12?
12.
Because there's a couple of them. Brady is 12. Which one are you talking about?
I know what number Tom Brady is. I know what number
not
Aaron
gonna-
Rodgers is.
You're not going to pick one?
No, I'd go with Aaron right now.
Dan, what do you think?
I hate him. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm unbiased, but Rodgers is the MVP. He is. I fucking hate him. He's cheating. He cheats every single game. There's a bunch of plays that just feel illegal, and I would love a ref to at one point just throw a flag and just figure it out later. Okay?
But he's Dave's best
Is
friend,
the weather?
so maybe he's not cheating.
Do we have plenty balls involved? Because there has to be a weather factor in one of these darn games.
Glennie
Where's
is.
my ball?
No,
Not here.
He's not here.
no, he's
So
There's
bald.
no weather factor in Kansas City.
Like-
We're not expecting anything.
No,
part
I
of
think
weather in
Kansas
both
City's
games.
good. And
There's gonna be weather in both games.
Green
We
Bay's
should
just
have had
20
Glennie.
degrees.
We should have had Glennie update. All right. Well, I guess we'll take next week off. We'll be back for the Super Bowl. You guys will be in Michigan.
Going to
So-
Michigan tonight.
Going to Michigan and the
For
sports.
what?
The sports book app.
Our sports book launched in Michigan. What?
The boxing thing again?
No, that's Friday before.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Super
the
Bowl.
Friday before. We invited you. You begged us to invite you, and then we invited you, and you said no.
I didn't say no.
Yeah, you did.
Friday before.
Yeah,
Friday before the Super Bowl. No, I didn't. I would never say no. That's first of
said
all.
no.
I would.
you said no.
I did not.
It's
Yeah, you
on
said-
air.
And
It's-
you said hail
Yeah,
to the
don't do
nah,
it.
nah, nah. You did.
I didn't say that.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.